Hey guys, welcome back to Nduta Speaks. My name is Nduta. So today we're going to be doing a video on skincare, like I said on social media before. So I had you guys send me in your questions on everything that you might have skincare related, because in this day and age we have like the Korean method, we have the DIY methods, then there's so many things for your skin and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. It's very easy to get confused. So I had you guys send me in questions via DMs, WhatsApp, all that good stuff. So I'm going to be addressing those questions. Also, I'll be doing a turmeric mask. Turmeric, turmeric, tomato. Anyways, we're going to be doing that mask, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it as I also address your questions. So to start off, I already have like 2 teaspoons of flour, corn flour ile ya kupika unga, ile ya kupika ugali, and then I have 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. And you get this at your grocery store. Also, there's this company Tanu Products also has turmeric powder, so check them out. So that's it. That's the ratio I have in there. The turmeric is anti-inflammatory. It helps to also brighten your skin. So if you feel like, like how sometimes you apply like your moisturizer and all that good stuff and your face is still feeling like it looks ashy. I don't know how to say, it looks dull or ashy. I don't know. So turmeric will help to kind of brighten that up. Also, it helps with scarring as well, to help kind of like minimize it and minimize the black spots that are usually left behind from your acne. Also, I have the flour, which is when you're exfoliating, this is going to be the exfoliator. So, because usually when you're exfoliating, you don't want to use anything that's too rough, because what usually that happens, it creates tears in your skin and on your face, and then just like does like goes against everything that you're trying to do, which is clear up your skin and clear up the scarring as well. To that, we're going to add honey. Where's my honey? Ah, so honey, ooh, honey, which is almost out. So to this, I don't really measure. I just kind of like put to kind of make a paste, and that's what we're trying to do. But almost, this is almost out, and in this economy, who is wasting anything, please? So what I'm going to do is take this. Honey is a humectant as well, which means it draws moisture from the air. It's going to keep your skin very moisturized, very hydrated, and you should be able to see a difference if you add honey to your skincare routine, also your hair routine as well, for your like deep conditioning treatments. Rose water. So rose water helps to maintain skin pH, and also it helps to tighten your pores, because usually it's a toner. So that's what toners do. They help to like kind of keep the pores tight, so you don't get acne and dirt in there as you usually do, which causes again the acne. So what I'm going to do is just kind of like eyeball it and mix it in here. So that's like I feel like that's enough. Yeah, that should be good. If anything, you can always like alter or geza as you go. Okay, so once you mix it in, you should get like a bit of, it's not thick, it's not runny, it's not too runny, it's just the right amount. So you can just, when you're making this mask, you can just eyeball it, add flour if you need to, add like a little bit more rose water if you need to, and to get the consistency that you want. Now, this is a very messy process, so make sure that you have like something that won't get too much dirt on it, that you don't mind getting dirty. Tie your head up, move your five head out of the way, just like, because this is going to take up a lot of room. So I'm going to use a brush because it's less messier than using your hands, and just apply it lightly on my face. My face has been cleansed, FYI. So on your clean skin, just apply the turmeric. Now, some of the questions we get, I'm going to go into that for skincare. First things first, you have to figure out what your skin type is. I addressed this in a previous video, so I'm going to also put that up so you can click on it and go see and figure out what your skin type is, because then that will determine what products you can use, what products you can't use. Now, first things first is a cleanser. My thing is, I always tell guys, make sure that you keep it very simple. That way, if something reacts to your skin, it's very easy to use the process of elimination and figure out what's what's causing your skin to react. So for me, it's usually just you cleanse, you tone, you moisturize. Those are the three major things that you need to take care of. Even when you go to like a dermatologist or anything, they usually give you like three things. So that keeps it kind of easier. And then I also feel like you should, as much as some people have good genes, um, you can do the best of both worlds. Like do DIY and do the other stuff as well, because that's the beauty industry is formulated for your skin and to keep your skin glowing and healthy. So you just do a mix of both, a healthy balance of both. Never hurt anybody. Now for people with, I'll start with like I got a question of she has oily skin with acne. Now, with oily skin, you have to stay away from like heavy butters. So, a shea butter is not gonna work for you. Um, what else is not gonna work? Like an avocado oil. Like those things are kind of heavy and tend to sit on your skin, so they're not really going to work very well to keep your skin acne free. So, jojoba is a favorite. Jojoba has similar oils that it kind of like it's similar to the oils that your skin and your hair produces. So what it does is it tricks your face into thinking it's already produced oil and it produces less oil. So it's that thing of using oil to fight oil, fighting fire with fire kind of thing. So that's one thing. And then there are also soaps you can use. People like you, like a black soap is very good. Um, an activated charcoal soap is also very good. Also over the counter soaps, meds would work for you as well. Like Clean and Clear have a very nice range. There's this new line called Simple that my friend told me about, and it seems to be very good. It's working for her skin as well. Um, if you have dry skin, stay away from those two soaps I just mentioned. The what's the soap? The activated charcoal and the black soap are very drying. So if you have dry skin, that's just kind of like counterproductive, and it's just not going to work well with your skin. So you can use a shea butter soap if you need to, or whatever you use. Make sure that your cleanser is it's a what? It's a moisturizing cleanser that you use. If you do use black soap, like I have very dry skin, but I also, because of the gym, I feel like I have too much buildup. So what I do is I use black soap once a week, and that's it. The other times I just use a mild cleanser or I just use water. Because for me soaps don't work for me. I've tried over the counter. I've tried prescription. I've tried the DIY soaps. None of that works for me. My face is just does not appreciate. It's very high maintenance, to say the least. So for me that doesn't work. Oh, but then make sure you get your neck as well. Your neck is part of your face, FYI. Also, another question I got is if you have eczema and that kind of stuff. I would always recommend seeing a dermatologist before you start because they kind of recommend what is going to work for your skin, especially to just kind of give it a boost and then see what from there you can just add in your own little DIY stuff. Keeping your hands away from your face. Like don't touch your face all day with your hands because then that also helps to bring in bacteria. So try not to do that. Um, and all in all, just like there's no use what works for your skin. So do DIY if DIY works for your skin. Um, Another thing with skincare to realize is that just like your hair, I don't know if this works is for everybody, but for me, I know like I can use a product for a year, then it stops working. So you have to rotate your products depending on the weather, depending on how your skin is acting up at that point in time. You might have to like rotate, mix and match some products. So that's why I say keep it simple so you can figure out which ones you should rotate and which ones you shouldn't rotate. Your diet is also very important. So, what you eat, drink plenty of water, which I know is a hard thing to do. I also struggle with that as well. So, drink plenty of water. And then, if you're going to wash your face with a washcloth, make sure you have a separate, wow. Whew. Make sure you have a separate washcloth. I'm going to let this dry down. And then, once it does, I'm going to just kind of like rub it to exfoliate. And then, I'm going to cleanse it out. Once I clean, I'm going to use a moisturizer. What I'll be using is sweet almond. I've been using sweet almond lately. It's good for all skin types. It's helps to keep your skin moisturized throughout the day. It's very good for removing makeup as well. I did a short clip on that, so be sure to check that out. And then yeah, that's it. So with skincare, few tips. One, the major takeaway is keep it simple. That way you can know what is reacting to your face in case anything reacts. You'll be able to quickly eliminate that. Secondly, do what works for you. So if you need to see a dermatologist, see a dermatologist. If you DIY is the thing that works for you, then do DIY. But then also there's no harm in mixing the DIY and the over the counter stuff. There's really no harm as long as you are being very careful and you're like being very aware of how your skin is reacting to everything. Number three, good nutrition. So drink lots of water, eat healthy when you can. I'm not good at this number three, so please, we're in this journey together. Number four, um don't try not to touch your face all the time because that's not going to help it. And number five, get plenty of rest. If you can, try to stay away from stress, but that's usually kind of hard to do, but do your best. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for all the people that sent the questions. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week.